Have you ever wondered if the Carnival Conquest is really worth it for single moms and families traveling with their kids? Let's break it down. This cruise includes many kid-friendly activities like the arcade, twisted water slide, mini golf, and of course all the ice cream that you can eat. What kid wouldn't love that? So the check-in process for us being dropped off by the Uber from the hotel to the cruise port and dropping our bags off to the boarding the ship was about 15 to 20 minutes. We did use our passports for our documentation. This also included us being made to stand against the wall and a dog sniffing everybody's luggage while we proceeded on the boat. We boarded the ship, took a couple of photos, completed the muster drill, and then we found seats for us to eat. We had the balcony room, and it was very spacious. We were on deck 8, cabin 8315, and we had our beds configured to be a king, so we didn't have them separated. The room included a sofa and a small table and chair, and the room could easily fit 4 people, with 2 people sleeping in the bed and 2 people sleeping on the sofa. The balcony was fit for 2 people though. It had 2 chairs and a small table, but it needed a paint job as there was rust in different areas, so we only went out there a couple of times. For storage, there was a closet with 2 sections with hangers and a door of cubbies. There was also a vanity area with 4 drawers and a mini fridge. So we did use the drawers to put like our undergarments, our swimming attire, and then like our pajamas, and then we hung our clothes up. I did see a lot of families traveling on this cruise. This included big groups and family reunions because, they had their shirts on. I also saw quite a few mothers traveling with their child or children just like I was. So that was really cool. Everyone was really friendly. Definitely was an inclusive vibe. The first night, my son made friends and at the pool, and each night they would meet up and swim with each other. So that was really cool. For dining, the buffet is kid friendly and it is also for picky eaters. The buffet has anything from cereal to comfort foods like mac and cheese, pizza, fruit, and chicken. We didn't do any specialty dining on this cruise. I really wanted to focus on the things that came standard on the cruise since this was my son's first time. So I wanted him to see like what it would really be like. The best food by far was definitely the main dining room. We got to try many different things like the roasted duck roast for me and the shrimp cocktail for my son. And they do also let you get more than one serving, like for the appetizers and things like that. So it was really cool. We ate each night there very well. And I was also able to pair drinks based on the food that I was drinking. Based on suggestions from the servers. That was really nice. I would suggest eating in the main dining area every night and also for C-Day brunch. The buffet was just okay. I mean, it's standard buffet food. I'm not really a big fan of buffets. I would suggest not going there during busy times as the lines were really long. The buffet food to me was definitely better for breakfast than during the other meals. And the omelet station had a very long wait. I'm talking about waiting like 15 minutes and it was underwhelming to me. Like I only got the omelet once and it didn't have any seasoning or anything. So yeah, it was a no for me on the omelet. Guy's Burger Joint was everything. Like we literally ate there every day. That was the first thing we had when we got there, and that was like a must. It was a go-to. We knew when we ate there it was going to be good, and we tried different burgers, so it was always consistent. Love Guy's Burger. My son also enjoyed the self-service ice cream station, and anytime we walked by there, he got it. Whether we were going to the pool, whether we were going to get food, he made sure to get ice cream. That was a really big hit for him. The pizza at Pizza Pirate was also really good. It was a hot spot late at night because there weren't many dining options, and sometimes the line can get a little long, maybe like 10 minutes, but to me it was worth it. The pizza was really good. We did do the Bubbles package for both of us, which is unlimited pop or soda. It was worth it for my son, but it was a waste for me because I'm not a big pop drinker. I didn't do the Cheers package, which is the unlimited drinks, because I was with my son. So I bought my drinks a la carte. And I spent about $160 on drinks for this 3-day cruise, with the average price of a drink being about $15 with gratuity, which wasn't bad. It's actually pretty good. But I did also bring my own bottle of wine, which I drank that at night. And during the day when I was at the pool or walking around, I would get my drinks. And then I also had like a drink with dinner as well. There were specialty dining options like gluten-free and vegan, so if that's something that you're looking for, you definitely have an option for that. Camp Ocean was the kids program that was on the ship, and it is broken up by age groups. We didn't use Camp Ocean because this trip was focused on us spending quality time together, but we did go and check it out. We did see a lot of kids roaming the ship on their own, though. I would say between the ages of like 9 and 17, and it was mostly boys, so keep that in mind. They weren't unruly or anything, they were just walking around by themselves. We played mini golf. We used the court to play basketball and pickleball, not only by ourselves, but also with other people. So the families were definitely out doing things like that. And we also did enjoy the arcade. I did set a limit, though, of $30 per day for us to use the arcade, and that was enough for both me and my son to play. So the points you're going to accumulate are typical of any arcade. So unless you're spending some money, you're not going to get enough to get a good prize. There were a lot of activities and games going on throughout the day that we attended. There weren't a lot of shows though, but be mindful this was a 3-day cruise. We did go to the pool each night to watch movies. I watched the movies while my son swam with the other kids, and then he would come back and we would watch it together. I definitely would suggest bringing a blanket or a jacket because at night it was winding. The wind was blowing real crazy, so definitely keep that in mind. There were 3 pools, 2 hot tubs, and a water slide for the kids to enjoy, and the kids really did like that slide. I did not get on it, but my son got on it at least 20 times. There is a Serenity deck located on deck 14, which is an adults only area. So if that's something that you're looking for, definitely utilize that. There was a lot of seating and there were 2 hot tubs there. So the vibe on the cruise was nice. It was real feel good party atmosphere, but it was party atmosphere for families as well. Like I didn't feel like, oh, it's just a party for the singles or the adults. Like my son was having a good time dancing, doing hustle. So it was definitely an inclusive party atmosphere. The music was typical of a cruise: hustles, line dances, popular pop and R&B songs. Definitely liked the music and it helped with the party vibe. The ship was definitely accessible and I felt safe the entire time, especially just me and my son traveling by ourselves. On this cruise, we did stop in Nassau, Bahamas, and there were many options for shore excursions while in Nassau. We did opt to do our shore excursion independently by going to Atlantis. So I did purchase the Atlantis tickets off their website, and then we took a taxi to and from Atlantis, which is about $25 for both of us, both ways. The Atlantis tickets were more expensive the closer you got to the date, so I would suggest that you get the tickets as soon as you know you're going. And Atlantis is huge. It's a beautiful resort. You got the casino, you got the shopping, you got the mini pools and water slides. It definitely was a good time. Very entertaining. You won't have enough time to do everything, but I enjoyed Atlantis. I would definitely go back to Atlantis. So overall, I would rate this, the Carnival Conquest 3-day cruise, a 7 out of 10. I would definitely come back. This cruise is definitely perfect for first-time cruisers, if you just want to get your feet wet, families, people looking for a weekend or a quick getaway, like if you're short on time for work, and people who are looking for a good time without spending a lot of money. The pros: it was a weekend trip. I didn't have to take much time off of work or take my son out of school. The food was included. Food was good. There were many activities for families and children to enjoy together. It was an inclusive environment, party atmosphere, even for kids to enjoy. Guys, burger joint was really good. Drinks were good, especially for the price. Cons: it is an older ship. It could use a little paint job, but it was nothing that was detracting. Not a lot of shows on there, but once again, it was a 3-day cruise. Long lines for the buffet, especially during breakfast. There were a lot of kids walking around without supervision, and the buffet was just okay. So if you found this review helpful, like and hit the subscribe button for more solo mom and travel tips. My name is Shauna. This is Independent Itineraries, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.